Hey, hi, I'm one of this Chit Chat. So when I left the park over there, when I left the park, I was driving down the street and I put my phone on record just in case, right? Cuz if nothing happens, I just delete it. The phone can record if I get pulled over, right? Yeah. I have to get one of those devices. I have to figure out how to get a device for recording for my car. But I came to a stop sign. And then, because I seen a Culligan truck, the water truck. So I pulled over and parked, and I ran over to him and I said, "Hey, how much does it cost? I wanted to know how much water costs to have delivered." He's not really sure. And I'm like, "Well, how many bottles of water do you think one person with two dogs needs per month?" And he's like, "I'm not sure." But he only comes out to deliver if you have 3 jugs. You know what? That's like 3 5-gallon jugs. So I think that's good, 3 or 4. I think that's good per month. So I give him my phone. He gave me his clipboard, and I was gonna, he said I can take your information. I said okay, and just as that happened, I kind of looked up, and here comes the police driving by. Now I'm not quite sure that I think they might have just been passing by, right? I don't think that they were, because it was different. The other one was sheriff. This was police. And I don't think I think they were just driving by because they weren't like watching me. You know what I mean? They were just driving by. The sheriff was watching me. And the sheriff of this town, I guess that's who they consider the boss hog around here, I guess. There's no Duke boys, but there's boss hog. And so I think they're looking. I think they're looking at me now. People are noticing that I'm here. People know that I'm here. And Trumpies know how I feel about them. They also now know that I'm an independent because I met a Trumpy up there and I was talking to him. He was being mellow, nice, right? But he's ignorant. But it's okay. He's my neighbor. I will be cool with him. But I even told him, because he has a disabled girlfriend, if you need help, if you're going away, I'm here if you need anything, because I'm for humanity, I'm not trying to, and so, and I'm sure because it's a small town that guy went and blabbered all around to everyone he could to tell them that there's an independent in this town that does not like Trump. And the sheriffs here are Trumpies. So already, if I start getting hassled by them, then I know why. I'm not sure they know that I have a YouTube channel, but they might, because I've already called the city hall and complained about certain things, and people will look you up by your emails and find your social media and stuff like that. So most likely they're seeing how much I hate Trump and all this stuff I post on my Facebook, which is fine because I have the right to do so. But all I do is I sit in my house all day and I work out. I go to the park and I work out. Those push-ups, I'm telling you, if you do it every day, you will get better and stronger at push-ups. So I'm just going to keep at it because that's what they were watching me. They're watching me walk and they're watching me stop and do my push-ups. I'm not a coward. I will stand up for myself. Yeah. Unlike, the other people, the other side, they're just like they're fearful, they're fearful. Even around here, they say, "Oh, we love the veterans." That's bullshit because it will hassle a veteran if they don't like what you're doing. That's bullshit. This town is bullshit. It's all a facade. But I still like my house and I still mind my own business. I still stay inside. They can't really hassle me. I'm an American citizen. I'm a veteran, and I'm white looking. White looking. But yeah, I kind of don't like anybody, who voted for that guy. But I mean, if I see anyone out beyond here, get a Trumpy getting hassled, I don't care. Let them get hassled. Let the people do whatever they want to him or her. But if it's my immediate neighbors, that's kind of hitting home, and that's a little different. So, I mean, yeah. I'm here and I'm going to give everybody around here the benefit of the doubt because they're going to see and they're going to probably change most likely later on because I'm already schooling my neighbors on what's going on because they don't even look. They don't have nobody. Where's anybody around here who's at least gone to university or high school or, went to college or something? Like, where are they? And no, there's no educated people here. So don't worry. I'm going to educate these people, anybody I bump into. If they bring it up, because I don't want to kind of like push it in their face. I'm not trying to push anything in anybody's face. That guy over there just straight up told me he was a Trumper. I didn't ask him. I didn't, but I did tell him, oh, that guy raped a 13-year-old. So that the only difference between, that person now though is, yeah, I will help his lady friend because she's wheelchair bound or something. She's ill. And if they're on Medicaid, they're going to lose all their stuff anyways. Or they're going to be cut or whatever, right? Because there's no hospitals around here, right? They have to go far if they have to go to the hospital. But, yeah, he told me he was, and I told him that, and that was it. I even gave him a hug after. I told him I was a veteran, that I don't stand for this. I almost died for this country, blah, 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 right? And so, yeah. If anything were to really happen to that guy, I don't know that I would help him in specific because he creeps me out and I feel like he might be a predator. Any man who votes for Trump is a predator in my deepest down knowing of hearts. And so, I met him, but I don't want to be around him now that I know what I know. I will, if there's something that happens to his lady, because, Trump hates women, I'm going to stand up for all women, even if it's a Trumper, I guess, except those that are doing full force damage to others, like the ladies in the government, right? And also, like any Trumpers that I know of, their wives or children or their wives, I won't step in for them. They can step in for their own wives. I'm not going to help them. But I will help the lower class, the people who are, prone to violence by police. I will do something. I will step in. I will say something, But yeah, that's what happened. And when that police car rode by, though, I made sure I let them know I'm looking at them. I turned around from the Culligan man and I followed that police car as he drove by, and I watched him as he drove by. My neighbor back there is a police. He knows I'm here. He knows I'm here. He knows I'm here. He knows me. Like, he knows me. I met him, So he knows I'm here. But anyways. There's a buzz in town because there's somebody new in town. It's okay. I don't care. I don't do anything wrong. And I have a right to speak how I want to speak. My dogs are here watching. They alarm me if anybody comes near my car or anything, anything near the house. They kind of, and I let them out. So dogs don't come by here. People know that they can't go beyond a certain point off my front there, And I don't know. I'm wondering if I should call my insurance company and ask them about theft or damage. Maybe I should. Because Trumpies are violent. Because they're dumb. They're uneducated. People like that they're uneducated and they resort to violence or like resentment and hate and all that stuff, right? Like there's Trumpies all around me. Whatever, I'm not going to do anything to them. I'm not going to retaliate or go damage their prop. But Trumpies will do that. Trumpies will do that. MAGAs will do that. They will come and they will harass you and they will gang up on you and then they will damage your property and they will try to hurt you. That's how MAGAs are. Yeah. I'm independent. I'm not Democrat or Republican because they both have things wrong. They both have things wrong with them. So why vote for something that both has things wrong? Why not vote for something that, this sounds okay. I'll vote for an independent person. So you guys, independent voters have the power, to be quite honest with you. The independent voters have the power. So get out there and vote all these Republicans out. Put anyone else in. I'm serious. If you're dumb and you don't do your research like the MAGAs do, and you don't know what to do, but you're upset what's going on, just vote all Republican out. That's it. Anybody is better than them. Anybody. So that's all I have for you guys. That was Chit Chat. Talk to you next time.